look how pale I look. I need to go to the beach. I've been working so much these past few weeks. This past week I was able to finally have a break, but the weeks before that I was working so much. It felt like I was literally at the hospital every single day. So I haven't gotten much sun. People at work are literally like, Tiffany, are you okay? Like, you look kind of pale. I'm like, thanks. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Tiffany. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about how to become a more confident nurse. I think I'm still considered a new grad because it hasn't been a year yet, so I'm still a novice nurse, but I think I've definitely come a long way when it comes to being more confident. At first I was just like totally shy. I wanted my preceptor to do all the talking for me, but definitely after I got out of practicum, I was like, oh shit, like, this is real right now. Like, patients are looking to me as their caregiver, and I need to, I need to be there for them. I need to be the one that they can, look to for comfort, stuff like that, you know what I mean? You don't want a nurse that's like all shy, doesn't know what she's doing. When you first start out, you're still getting to know everything. You're still getting adjusted to the role of this new thing, especially being so young. The fact that they see me and they see that I'm like so young, they kind of, some people kind of have, doubt, like, oh, this nurse looks like really young. Does she know what she's doing? Yada, yada, yada. A big thing is asking and always trying to learn. That's definitely going to help you become more confident, especially in the ER. You do a lot of the same things, so you get used to the routine. Like, oh, lining and labbing this person. Oh, they come in for abdominal pain. They're going to need this. They're going to need a CAT scan. They're going to need this. Like, it's a lot of routine. So definitely the more you do things, the more you're going to get used to it and the more confident you're going to become. At first, obviously, I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I was new. I didn't know what to do. I was not even that I was new, but I was a new nurse, so I was still getting used to everything. I was still trying to learn the process of everything, but definitely it takes time. It takes doing things over and over and over again, and then once you do things, they become routine and you just become more confident. A huge thing that helped me with my confidence as a nurse is acting as if that was my family member on that stretcher, or my friend. If that was like my grandparents, my mom, my dad, my brother, anybody that I know, I would want the best care for them. And so I treat that patient as if they were my family member. I want to give the best care possible. I want to do things, fast and timely manner. I don't want care to be delayed for them because I would want the best care for them. You'd be like, oh crap, I'm on top of my stuff. Like, if that was my family member, like, we're getting stuff done and we're doing it now. Like, you're gonna be on top of your stuff and you're just gonna feel more confident. You're not gonna be like, oh my god, that's a stranger, like, I'm scared to touch them. You're just gonna do it. Something that can affect your confidence as a nurse is just not knowing how to do something. So in that case, I would recommend just knowing what your resources are, knowing who you can go to, who to call. If you have a question about a medication, ask one of your coworkers. If you have a question about how to give a medication or anything, I call pharmacy. I always ask another coworker or another nurse. If I have an idea in my head of how to do something, but I'm not sure, I'm gonna ask another nurse just to reassure myself, just to double verify, and then I'll be like, okay, so I was right, and then I go ahead and go to the patient's room and do whatever I was gonna do. It's kind of like any hobby that you develop. At first, you're gonna lack confidence because you're not gonna have the knowledge in that particular subject, but then the more you learn about it, the more confident you become and the more comfortable you become. Identify your weaknesses. That is a huge thing. Identify your weaknesses and work on that. If your weakness is starting IVs, practice starting IVs. Don't try to avoid doing that because it's not going to help you. The more you practice something, the more better you're going to be and the more confident you're going to become. I remember the freaking first time I started an IV, my preceptor was next to me and my hand was literally shaking. Like, I was so nervous and I lacked the confidence. And now, after doing it so many times, my hand don't shake no more. I don't get nervous starting IVs. There's always going to be those patients that are difficult sticks, but I always try and it's not a big deal if you don't get it. You just go ahead and ask another nurse. Don't let that bring you down, because some patients are just, you know, difficult sticks. Another thing that I lacked confidence with at first was the trauma rooms, because of the lack of knowledge. Again, I didn't know about drips, about how to titrate drips with glucomander or with blood transfusions. At first I was like, oh my gosh, like I saw these things as like I was just like so not confident in doing these, you know, these procedures or these treatments, because I wasn't familiar with them. But after doing it so many times, after studying it, after knowing what to do and what steps to take, you just become more confident, because you're like, okay, this is what I need to do. This. I need to get this, do this. And then after doing it a couple times, you're like, okay, I got the hang of this. Now I can do it. I feel more confident in doing it, and it's not as scary. So don't be hard on yourself with anything. At first, it's always going to be scary. At first, you're not going to be, you know, the most confident person. But after doing it, after practicing it and doing it multiple times, you're going to become confident. You just have to be patient with yourself. That is my advice on how to become more confident as a nurse. Don't worry, it takes time. At first, you're just going to have to fake it, and then eventually you'll become more confident. That's it for this video. I'm so glad to be back. I had to take a little break from social media. Like, I don't know, I was just over it for a little bit, but I missed YouTube, definitely. Definitely missed YouTube. So I will talk to you guys later, very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Bye.